Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This is where you get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, including news of more turmoil in the oil markets. Firstly, though, the American economy likely grew at a much stronger pace in the September quarter than previously reported. Data out overnight showed spending in their giant services sector expanding at a brisk pace, well ahead of what was expected. Many key components were up 5 and 6% over the same period a year ago. American mortgage applications jumped again by a healthy margin. All this good news is likely to result in a much lower US federal deficit for November, which will be reported early New Zealand time in the afternoon. China's annual consumer inflation eased to a 5-year low, however, of 1.4% in November, and the growth of the Chinese new car sales fell to its lowest level in almost 2 years amid a broad slowdown in the world's largest car market and their economy generally, one that has crimped car sales and left some manufacturers with high numbers of unsold cars on dealer lots. In New York, US Treasury 10-year bond yields held steady at their lower level after yesterday's fall and are now at 2.21%. New Zealand swap rates for terms above 5 years are now at their lowest level in more than 15 months. Energy and climate-related issues have hit the fore overnight. A key official in Australia said they will not sign up to next year's global climate deal if it will put their country at a disadvantage to trade competitors, and the Canadians are saying similar things. The oil price has fallen sharply again overnight and is now under $61 a barrel, and the Brent price at $64 a barrel. These are fresh 5-year lows, and this time surprisingly high American crude and petrol stocks triggered the falls. The rise in their local production is overwhelming their demand, and alternatives are changing the nature of overall energy demand. The average pump price in the US last week was 92 New Zealand cents a litre. New Zealand equivalent is $1.99. OPEC has slashed its forecast for demand for crude next year to levels well below what they're currently pumping. In Australia, energy demand is falling to the point where operators are considering mothballing electricity generation facilities. All these reductions in energy prices may well speed up US federal plans to raise interest rates, contrary to what many believe. The gold price is basically unchanged today at $1,228 an ounce. Meanwhile, our currency held its overnight levels. We start today at 77.1 US cents, 92.9 Aussie cents, and the TWI is at 77.5. We'll have all the news from this morning's RBNZ monetary policy statement at 9 o'clock this morning. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.